Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is Tech Talk Tuesday. We're glad to have you with us. And my name is Brian Wise. I'm one of the tech specialists over in Ed Services. And we have both of the other ed tech specialists are in the house with me. We have Emily Bryan and Mariana Sandoval. I'm going to turn the camera so you can say hello. Oops, there they are. And we're also joined by a couple of Central Valley teachers. And say hi to the teachers there. Okay. So welcome, everybody. And I thought we would spend just a little bit of time today exploring some of the more advanced features of WeVideo. If you didn't join us last month, we had a webinar, which we will link when we post this video online. So somewhere up in that corner, maybe we'll have a link, or maybe it'll be in that corner. I'm not sure. Anyway, we had an introductory video that showed you some of the basics of WeVideo. Today I want to show you one very special thing that WeVideo can do, which is green screen backgrounds, also known as Chroma key. And this is something that a lot of teachers in the district have started to use for a lot of different purposes. For example, you might have your students give an oral report, kind of the same oral reports that we did way back when I was a student, but you might want to have a background that matches the subject of the report. Or you might want to have your students do a news report or a weather report. We have several campuses that are using WeVideo now for their morning announcements. And I have an example I can show you right here of that. And you can see that this person looks like they're seated in a professional looking news studio. They're actually not. They're actually in front of a green screen. Another example, I know a lot of teachers in English language arts and maybe some other subjects are doing readers theater. So you can insert your students, or your students can insert themselves into the story. So if you choose a scenic background, in this case, looks like it's the deck of a ship. We have a young lady reading a story, and you can have different characters come in and out of the scene, just like you would on a stage. And you're kind of limited only by your imagination and whatever clip art you can find for a background. Your background can even be animated. So in this case, that ship is just a static image, but you can have the background be a video clip. And you can even have objects moving around behind you as you're going. So that's pretty exciting. Also, a lot of students, especially older age levels, are using Screencastify or other. You can also use WeVideo to take a screencast video. Here we have a student. I actually borrowed this from the video game world. This is a student making a video for fun just about the video game that he's playing. And you can see down here in the corner, you see the student's face. And he filmed this in front of a green screen, and then he has the animated background in the background that has his video game that he's getting ready to play, and he can talk and narrate while he's working. So, you don't have to do this just for fun. Students can also maybe show how they solve a math problem, or they can show a slideshow that they've prepared, maybe on Google Slides, that has some information that they want to communicate. And then just to make it a little more interactive and professional looking, they can put themselves in front of the background and you can see them talking. Some other examples, I know I don't have any video of this, but I know there's some teachers in the district that have used it for fluency practice or for practicing language. Video is a great way to record yourself speaking the language. And we even have a teacher in the district who teaches American Sign Language, and she's using some video software to capture her students signing, and that's how they communicate. That's their language, is with the gestures that they make with their hands. So when it comes to getting green screen backgrounds, there are a couple of practical considerations, and one of them is what kind of background you have. And we have these green screen backgrounds. I notice a lot of people are starting to purchase some of these things. We have a model that we've had some good success with. It costs about $40 on Amazon. You can get very professional ones on Amazon for the $100 to $200 price range. And those come with lighting kits that will light the background very, very cleanly, so the whole background is the same color. And that's really what you're looking for. I've also made some videos myself using just green felt or green fabric from the fabric store. And those results are kind of okay, but they can be a little mediocre. Sometimes the lighting isn't even, and sometimes there's wrinkles or creases in the fabric or differences in the color, and that can create problems later when you're trying to do the color keying. So, so we have an example of this one. I actually have one in the room with me. I'll kind of turn the camera over here so you can look at it. I'm going to walk over here, and we have it up against the wall here. This is one of the ones that costs about $40 on Amazon, and it comes in a little zipper bag, little black pouch. And I'll show you a picture. I've got some pictures over here of what the pouch looks like. There we go. So it fits on a tabletop. Pretty easy to carry. It has a little carrying handle. And when you take it out, you notice it actually has two sides. One side is blue and the other one is green. That gives you some flexibility depending on what the people in your video are wearing. For example, I'm wearing a blue shirt today. And if I chose the blue background with my blue shirt, there's a danger that the computer might accidentally or unintentionally delete my shirt. So I would appear to be just a talking head. Maybe that's what you want. Maybe you want to do something kind of creative and zany, like science fiction or something, maybe do the Invisible Man. But most of us probably don't want to have holes in our body or missing body parts. So I would probably pick green if I was doing that. So here's an example of me wearing a blue shirt in front of a blue background. Not a real great choice. I might have some problems when I try to remove it. Also, if you look around the background, that backdrop is not covering the entire background. There is some of my office or maybe your classroom wall kind of bleeding around the edges. That's also going to create a problem later. So, you know, I'm a little bit happier with the green background because it's going to create a nice contrast, and I'm not wearing anything that's anywhere close to this shade of green. But what I really want to do is also adjust the position of my device. So like, for example, if I'm sitting with my Surface or my Chromebook in front of the table, it's sitting at an angle that's pointed upwards. That's why I can see over the background behind my screen. So to get this better picture, I made sure that I elevated my Chromebook and tilted it at just the right angle so that the entire picture is filled with this green background. This isn't quite perfect. You'll still see some wrinkles here, but it's not bad. And with these green screen backgrounds, this small variation in tone and the wrinkles, the software will probably be able to take care of it when I render the video. Okay.
Brian.
So I just want to show you a quick live demo. So just to save time today, I already recorded a brief video clip of myself in front of a green screen background, and I'll push play and you can kind of watch.
Aloha from Waikiki in Hawaii. Okay, just kidding. I'm in front of a green screen.
Okay. So as you can see, I'm talking in front of the green screen background. Again, I'm not wearing any green. And I put that clip of myself, after I've recorded that using the WeVideo record feature, I put that clip here into the track that's labeled video 2. The reason I put that one in video 2 is because that's the one that's going to be in front, and I'm going to have a background behind me. And I don't know if you can see what I have in the background here. I have a picture of Waikiki Beach. Hopefully I spelled that right. There we go. And it's actually a little animated video that I want to show behind me. So I want to look like I'm in Waikiki. I don't know why I'm wearing a sweater on Waikiki. It's probably a little warm for that, so I probably should have worn a Hawaiian shirt or something. But anyway, here's how you do it. I'm going to highlight the video of me in front of the green background. And then you see this tiny little edit pencil. I'm going to click on the edit pencil. And there are a lot of editing effects that you can apply using that edit pencil, but I'm going to go to this one, the one that says color keying. It has a picture of a little silhouette person in front of a little white rectangle. I'm going to click on that tab. Now I'm going to click on the dropper, and I have to tell WeVideo which color to eliminate. So I'm going to drag my dropper over here. I'm going to try to find a shade of green that's kind of in the medium, you know, not too dark, not too light. I think right about there is good. And I just click the mouse once, and the program very quickly removed that green background. And I just have to maybe click the preview button, make sure I don't see any green bleeding through. I also don't see any parts of my body being eliminated. Okay, and if I like what I see, then I'm going to click this blue Done Editing button. And now let's see what happens when I move my playhead back to the beginning. Oh, look at that. I am magically in Waikiki Beach. Right yeah. Anderson Cooper. That's what Gary made a joke.
Just kidding. I'm in front of a green screen.
Yeah.
If you've ever wondered how.
So that's basically all you have to do for color keying. It's not very difficult. We have a lot of teachers who are setting up a green screen backdrop in their classroom, and then maybe they'll have the students take turns using it. They don't have to be in front of the green screen backdrop while they're editing or rendering their video project. They only have to be in front of it just during that time that they're actually recording themselves. So just kind of a helpful tip, if you have a class with a lot of students, you might want to have them record something very quick, just 30 seconds maximum, maybe even shorter than that, just so they get an idea, say who their character name is, or explain what they need to explain, and then have them move out of the way and then move the next student in front of the camera. And we mentioned last month, Chromebooks and Surfaces are really good for this kind of thing because you can set them up on the tabletop. You don't have to move them around. You don't have to use a tripod or any expensive equipment. We do find microphones are helpful also. Like right now, I'm just using my built-in microphone on my device. You might hear some background noise or some other things happening. But there are some inexpensive external microphones that'll plug into a Chromebook. And we can give you more information about that if you're interested in purchasing stuff. We just got some lapel mics that were only, I believe, only $8 or $10 just a couple of weeks ago. I didn't think to bring one with me today, but those options are out there. That's basically it. I'll show you guys a link to this slideshow. Again, these slides that I just showed are at gg.gg/techtalk212. And 212 is today's date. It's February 12th, 2019. And this final slide has links to some more information. Even if you can't access the slideshow, you can use these URLs. WeVideo has a great blog with all kinds of articles on how to use their program. And their their blog post on Chroma key is very helpful. So you can go here and you can read all their directions. They even have a 2-minute video clip that's probably even better than what I just showed you. And it has some examples here of how they use the program. And then also just more generally, I know you may not have joined us last month or you may not have seen our introduction to WeVideo. We do have a slideshow for students. The first time you use the program in your classroom, we recommend you use these slides, and those are available for everybody in the district at gg.gg/WeVideo students. There's a similar slideshow for teachers that helps you set up your account, gg.gg/WeVideo teachers. And then there's also a great resource on WeVideo. This is WeVideo's resource. It's their educator's guide. It's basically the user's manual for the program. I just want to remind everybody that WeVideo is free for all users in the district. The nice folks in technology have paid for it for everybody who has a SiriusUSD.net account. Just make sure you sign up with Google so you can get all the premium features, and you and your students can both sign up. And again, check out our intro video that we did last month if you want more information about accounts, projects, and how your students can share videos with each other. So it looks like Lawrence had a question about the availability of green screens. We are planning, we haven't set this up quite yet, but in the near future, we will have one green screen that you can check out from the DO. But as I said, I know they only cost about $40. I know some sites have been able to find some money either with the site budget through the principal or with their department budgets. So we can definitely help you find the right resource if you like, or you're possibly able to borrow the one that we have, which is sitting over there. Great question. So thank you, Lawrence, for that. All right. Well, if nobody else has any questions, I'm going to go ahead and move on to our prize drawing. We do have, I'm sorry, we have 3 people participating today, and we only have 2 swag bags to give away. So I hate to do this. We're going to have 2 winners and only 2 of them. Yeah. Oh, don't take
swag in there.
Carrie, you can have my briefcase if you do all the work that's in it. Just kidding. Okay, so Emily set up this random selector for us. I'm going to go ahead and click to spin, and we'll pick our first winner for our first swag bag, and that is Scott. Congratulations, Scott. Yay. Okay, so Scott, you have a choice between the pastel or the zebra print. Which one you want? I think they're both very similar in terms of contents.
Yeah.
So these are the bags, by the way. Okay, Scott's gonna. I'm pretty sure they're almost the same.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Don't.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. He opted for the zebra. Okay. Good job. All right. Thank you, Scott. So our next winner, Lawrence. Yay! Congratulations. Are you still with us, Lawrence?
I am here.
Yay, thank you. Good to hear from you. Okay, Lawrence, you're going to win this swag bag. So we'll make sure we bring that out to you. And Lawrence, what site are you at?
I'm actually here at CV in the band room right now.
He's in this building.
Oh, he's down. Okay, he's at CV.
I'm right around the corner from you.
Great deal. Okay, good. Stay techie, and as always, let the ed techs know if you have any questions about technology. Thank you all, and have a good evening. Bye.